Africa, and a warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports, and entertainment all in one experience. My name is Andile Gugulethu, intombi yakwaCindo Mahlaba. Let's take a look at your headlines today. Council hails the Zimbabwe government over budget approval. Kganyago says Reserve Bank lacks tools to create jobs as ANC wants mandate change. Usain Bolt mysteriously loses over 2 billion rands. Musician Mbuya Stella dies. The Harare City Council has hailed government for approving its $213 billion 2023 budget that seeks to spearhead sustainable service delivery and restore confidence amongst ratepayers. The 2023 budget seeks to strive to protect the environment through implementation of the city's local environment action plan and to improve the city's outlook through enforcement of bylaws and bring about order in the city, said the council. It also added that the budget intends to build on the sustainability of service delivery through procurement of plant and equipment, which enables efficient service delivery. Reserve Bank Governor Lesetja Kganyago said that high employment in South Africa is a structural problem that the central bank does not have the tools to address and should be dealt with by changing the national's education policy. The success of global policymakers in responding to the corona pandemic and supporting the economies in 2020 means that society has got an inflated expectation of what central banks can do, he added. The central bank under Kganyago has repeatedly said that clearing obstacles that would bolster job creation and economic growth fall outside the scope of monetary policy. Moving along to the African news now. Gambia's Vice President Badara Alujov has died of illness in India, President Adama said on Tuesday. Barrow said on Twitter that Joff had died after a short illness without providing any further details. Joff, aged 65, was appointed as Vice President of the Western African countries in 2022. He had previously served as Education Minister. The Vice President had left Gambia about 3 weeks ago to seek for medical treatment. In June last year, Mr. Joff expressed his dissatisfaction about the conduct of public affairs, saying Gambians had great expectations and business as usual would not lead to decisive change, the reporter added. Moving along to the international news now. Ms. Aden, who choked back tears as she announced that she is stepping down, enjoyed high approval ratings for most of her two-term tenure, but faced a tough election campaign in 2023. Ms. Aden faced one of the darkest days in New Zealand's history when a white supremacist gunman stormed to a mosque in Christchurch, killing 51 people inside. She implemented a strategy after COVID-19, but was later abandoned as new variants emerged and vaccines became available. And some critics, within the country urged that her policies were too strict. While she ranks as New Zealand's preferred prime minister in the polls, support for her party had fallen markedly since the last election in 2020. However, she still believes New Zealand Labour would still win the upcoming election. Moving along to the business side of news now. Construction of Dinson Iron and Steel Company in Vuma is now halfway complete, a development that will see the country saving almost 90% of imports in steel products exports and coupled with the downstream benefits along the economy's value chain, President Mnangagwa said. Dinson, which is one of the Tsingshan's 3 subsidiaries in Zimbabwe, has so far invested more than $500 million into $1.5 billion steel plant in Mahize and it has expressed optimism that it was on course to meet its August 2023 production decline. The project will create 6,000 jobs directly and 30,000 others downstream, while also adding impetus to the National Development Strategy 1 by fostering industrialization and overall economic growth. OK Zimbabwe Limited's premium division yesterday launched the Lit Up Fiesta promotion across its 8 stores dotted around Zimbabwe as the company moves to offer its clientele a fresh start to the year 2023. Dubbed the Fresh and Happy promotion, it will be rewarding customers that buy groceries worth $15,000 or more from January 19 to February 28, 2023. The promotion also offers discounts on over 100 products line in the store. It intends to spread happiness to the community served by the Bon March brand, including its employees, customers, suppliers, shareholders, and people in the areas that they operate in. Now onto your stock exchange. Moving on to sports news now. Olympic champion Usain Bolt is seeking to recover more than $12.7 million that disappeared from his account with a Jamaican investment firm and is willing to take the case to court if necessary, Bolt's attorney said. Bolt's account was intended to serve as a pension for 8-time Olympic gold medalist sprinter and for his parents, Gordon said. Bolt retired in 2017 after dominating global sprinting for a decade, reviving a sport plagued by doping scandals and becoming a household name like Brazilian legend Pelé and American boxing champion Muhammad Ali. Lastly, on entertainment news. An award-winning Mbira musician popularly known as Mbuya Stella Chiweshe has died. She passed on this morning at her Gowazana home in Harare, relatives confirmed. She was internationally known for her singing and playing of the Mbira JIT-TVzw, a traditional instrument in Zimbabwe. A close relative, a rector, confirmed the death and said Mbira was not feeling well of late, coupled with age. The last time she came Gumusha, she was saying her days are almost up, and as such, she needed to settle back home. May her soul rest in eternal peace. Now on to your JIT-TV News weather report. And that is all from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me tonight. As always, kindly please comment and follow us on all our social media platforms at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, or rather go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Angela Gogulet in Dombia Mahlaba.